Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, November 20th. Wow, interesting day on Wall Street, fairly quiet. We had a market that sprinted earlier in the week as you and I have talked about, but here getting ready for next week, for Monday, and that's what we're talking about for November 20th. We see a market that stopped and took a breath. The only issue that we need to be sensitive to is the way it's doing it. So yes, it is taking a breath, and yes, we have a lot of fundamentals coming out next week that can stimulate this market. FOMC meeting, durable goods, manufacturing PMI, existing and new home sales, all of these can stimulate these markets. But what do we look for here? I do look for follow through to the upside. I think the bias is still to higher levels. Now, the Russell, same thing. I'm looking for small caps to move up. If they do not on Monday or Tuesday, look for a sideways move in this market. The bias is still for higher prices. Now, if you're not familiar with these videos, first you can go back over 10 years at dangramza.com and you can see what happened previously, or what was I saying, what were these levels earlier in the week. If you see a green line, that means buy solid. Red line means sell. A dash line means that it's something that occurred earlier in the week. So this would have been a buy level. These are not buy and sell recommendations, just ideas that I'm sharing with you. But if the difference between that buy level and that sell level, to give you a feel for that, that's $3,100 a contract. Now let's move on. And in the euro, it also implies a weaker dollar as the week unfolds. Same thing here for our friend Mr. Yen. The difference between that sell level down to this buy level is in that market $612.50. I do look for this to continue to strengthen. It is so cheap. Over here in the Aussie dollar, from that buy level to that sell level, or I should say this sell level down to that buy level, that's $1,040 a contract. It also implies further movement to the upside. British pound, from the sell level down to that buy level, that's $443.75. And in that market also, buyers are still here. Canadian dollar, from the sell level down to that buy level, that's $350 a contract. Bias still for a move to the upside. Now, Bitcoin. This is a market that's really kind of been all over the map in terms of trying to figure out what it wants to do. The differences you see here between that sell and buy level, for example, is $500 a contract. And what do we look for here? A sideways move. Over in the 10-year notes, the difference between the sell and buy level there, $562.50. Be careful. I'd look for a correction in that market to the downside. Bonds, $968.75 is this difference between the buy and sell level. Again, this also implies a down day on Monday. Gold, trying to work its way higher, doesn't have a confident close going in to Friday, or the close of Friday. The difference between the sell and buy level in that market, $3,500 a contract. And be cautious if you're on the long side in that market. Same thing holds true for silver. Copper also trying to firm up. I don't think the fundamentals there are there to really support this market. The difference between the sell and buy level here, $1,250 a contract. Be careful here on the long side. Fundamentals, price supports moving higher, but not the fundamentals. Crude oil traded above its buy level. The difference between the sell and buy level, that happened on Friday, that's $1,070 a contract. It's gotten cheap enough to find buyers, but are the fundamentals there to support that market? That's the issue here in nat gas. Warmer weather keeps that downward pressure on that market. On Monday, also, you do not want to see this trading back up a bit. You're looking for an inside type day. The difference between the sell and buy level is 300 I'm sorry, $2,700 a contract. Now let's move on though and take a look at soybeans. Here you got to watch Brazil. We're getting rain and we're seeing some downward pressure in that market. The difference between the buy and sell level there is $1,250 a contract, and you're seeing that rain in Brazil having an impact here in corn. The difference between the buy and sell level in that market, $250 a contract. Look for a sideways move unless we get more news, like in wheat. We have plenty of supply globally right now, so there isn't a fundamental reason for a rally in that market. The difference between the sell and buy level there is $200 a contract. Well, those are my thoughts for today. Look forward to being with you again on Monday. In the meantime, take care.